Starting off with you because of the big story is storms ahead, heavy rain and wind.
Exactly, and some thunderstorms too. Right now, everything's relatively quiet out there along the coast and here at the valley. But again, this is a storm that's going to be impacting you along the Oregon coast. So as we go to the rainfall amounts that we saw earlier today, definitely a wet start to the weekend, and we're going to be seeing a wet end to the weekend as well. Basically looking at 2/3 of an inch of rain throughout the metro area. A little bit lighter amounts over in Aurora, but almost an inch over in Tillamook, and we'll rival some of these numbers heading into tomorrow. Now let's talk about what's on tap for tomorrow. It's a second of our big storms that we've been seeing here the last couple of days. They've been called bomb cyclones, if you've probably been hearing about. Well, this is the one that's to be arriving really overnight. We'll kind of zoom out a little bit. This is the next system that's going to be bringing in all the wind and the rain. Now, a majority of the rain and the wind is going to be impacting the Oregon coast, and that's why we're looking at some advisories out there. So let's see how windy things will be heading into your overnight hours and into tomorrow. So right now, by a little after midnight, we'll start to see the gusts about 23 miles per hour up and down the Oregon coastline. Newport, late morning, early part of the afternoon, gusts up to about 40 miles. Anywhere from 40 to 45 is kind of the range, but some models are showing it could get up to about 50 to 55 miles per hour. As we look at the future cast, this is when we're going to be seeing the wettest round of rain starting basically by the late morning, early part of the afternoon, picking up some yellows and some oranges. And again, Galen, there is enough instability out there in the upper levels atmosphere. There could be a little bit of some severe thunderstorms, as well as the potential of some tornadoes as well along the Oregon coast. And there could be seeing some thunderstorms here in the metro area. I'll talk more about that in about 10 minutes from now.
Lots to keep track of. Joe, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. It is also a big week in COVID vaccine news, with the CDC and FDA approving all vaccine types for boosters. So now the question for you is, when should you get one? Well, it turns out it's up to states to begin delivering those boosters and up to pharmacies to ramp it all up. And even though not everyone can get one yet, for some people it is a really big deal. Our Christelle Kumwe spoke with a woman battling cancer about why.
With more people in Oregon now a step closer to getting booster shots, it's welcome news to people like Cheryl Schock.
The more people around me, the more in the community that are vaccinated and boosted, I feel more protected.
Cheryl has cancer and is in remission. She has had the 2-shot Pfizer vaccine plus the booster. But because of her ongoing health challenges, the vaccine is not as effective as it is for others. So she relies on others getting the vaccine to keep the community around her safe.
I have high risk for mortality from my cancer. Now I have high risk because I don't have vaccination coverage. So I'm really very, very cautious.
When Cheryl got the Pfizer booster, it was the only one authorized. Late last week, though, the FDA and CDC endorsed the boosters from both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. The CDC also said it's okay to mix and match, meaning people can get a booster of a different type and still get the benefits. After the news from the FDA and CDC, the group of Western states, which include California, Washington, and Oregon, quickly approved the boosters for use late Friday. For Cheryl, that news is a big sigh of relief.
It is, especially if they're getting boosters and have high protection.
We should know not everyone can get the boosters right now. Anyone over 65 can get the shot. Others who meet certain criteria can as well, including anyone over 18 with underlying medical conditions. We have more information about the boosters and the list of who is eligible on our website at kgw.com. I'm Christelle Kumwe for KGW News.
Christelle, thank you. Portland State University is coming off its first in-person events for potential students since the pandemic began. These events are smaller than pre-COVID. In the past, between 500 to 600 potential students would attend. Today's event, for context, only hosted about 100, but the school says that was a safety decision and that having students see the campus in person is still progress.
It's actually really exciting to have them back on campus. There's something to say about actually stepping foot on a campus and learning about, our programs and seeing the farmers market taking place, and just to really figure out if they're going to fit into this campus community.
In some other news here, Portland police are combating so-called sideshows. Those are street racing or street takeover events planned for this weekend. Sideshows are those illegal and dangerous activities that we've talked a lot about here. PPB is teaming up with the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office and Oregon State Police to stop these events from disrupting traffic or, of course, hurting anybody. Police believe those events will happen tonight and tomorrow. New rules in Portland to give police more resources to enforce the law. People caught can face jail time, fines, and have their vehicles towed away. A work of art and science is coming together at the Portland Airport. It aims to keep you protected while you're traveling. So here's a deeper look at that project and when you can expect to see it in person.
These crews are building a roof.
And this is 2 modules that you're seeing.
Katrina Day says it's a special task for her firm.
Nothing like this.
She's senior project manager with the construction company Hoffman Skanska. The Pacific Northwest firm is part of a nearly $2 billion upgrade project at PDX.
It's really designed to take the airport out into the future.
Vince Granato is the chief projects officer with the Port of Portland. He says this final rendering is the goal, specially designed wooden slats providing a safer airport terminal in the event of a big earthquake.
And so they're designed to absorb any energy that they're actually stronger than if you were to do steel.
The new terminal roof is being built across the way from the airport.
Prefabricating it and then moving 20 modules over one at a time.
This allows crews to build it closer to the ground in a safer environment and keep the airport running without as much disruption. The roof itself is made of glue laminated wood from Oregon and Washington, handcrafted in Eugene.
This iconic roof, I think, will be the next great talking point for what this airport will be.
Once ready in mid-2022,
We're going to unzip it into 20 different sections.
crews will wheel the roof across the airfield in pieces and assemble it in the new terminal. It's one big part of the larger expansion project at PDX, which should be done in 2025. So while travelers won't see the PDX they're used to for a while longer,
We'll still have all the features that everybody has come to know and love about America's best airport.
they hope for a smooth landing.